Gagai. Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Loe Sawa Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Eso Panch Namukkaro.
Aiso Panch Namukaro.
Savapa Vappanasano.
Savapavappanasano.
Manglanam Cha Savesim.
Mangalanam cha Savesim.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Did everyone understand about the Nididhyasana Upyog while we recite Tri Mantra yesterday? I think everyone understood. આપણે video share કર્યો હતો, right? So don't just from today onwards when you આપણે જ્યારે પણ when we recite Tri Mantra every day, use it with a pure focused upyog. Nididhyasana. Everybody understand Nididhyasana? Means for the senior Mahatmas, what is Nididhyasana? Means our mind TV, okay? Huh? Rishabh, where is Dada? Where is Dada? In heart? In your heart? In everyone's heart? Yeah? Yeah, Suri says yeah. Yeah, Simran says yeah. What does Suri say? Yeah? Yeah. And Kavya? Same? Okay. Meera is the leader, right? Meera is the... I already given job to Meera. You have to look after all this young generation. You know, when we recite Tri Mantra, the key is every line should experience bliss. Every line you experience bliss. Why? Because we are not taking any pride in it, but we are the only instruments who have this divine link within us. No one got it. Very few thousand Mahatmas. And so if we use it with pure Upyoga and Nididhyasana, all those namaskars can reach anywhere and everywhere in the universe where it is supposed to reach and benefit you in the form of blessings, right? In the form of removing obstacles in our moksha path. So from tomorrow onwards, we will not just recite Tri Mantra, આપણે આનંદ લેવાનો છે. Should experience bliss, right? If we do not experience bliss, the upyog is not there. So the key is you must experience bliss every time we say Tri Mantra, right? Because that is also our goal, that is also our state of being too. Everything in it, Kalyan Bhavana, right? So our Kalyan Bhavana for everyone's Kalyan, everything in one Tri Mantra, right? Chalo, to who knows Tri Mantra in the young Mahatmas? Who knows it? Can you say it once? Yeah? One once. I'll give you one.
Namo Namo Vitragaya. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Uvazayanam. Namo Loye Sauva Sahunam. Eso Panchanamukaro. Sauva Pavapanasana. Mangalanam cha Sauvesim. Paravam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand.
You know, we always think of Arjun ji when we say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and we think of Mahabharata and the battlefield and how Arjun ji got blessings from Sri Krishna Bhagwan, right? So, you know, Arjun ji only got that vision only for 10-15 minutes or so. It wasn't permanent that time. Nimesh bhai, was it permanent? Just to make him realize that, just to make Arjun ji realize that he's just an instrument, nothing else. So Arjun ji were trying to, he was thinking, oh, how can I kill my cousin brothers and my teachers and, you know, my family members and all. Just to make him realize, Arjun, you are part of this battlefield and this battle. In this battlefield, you're part of this battle, but not as Arjun, but Arjun is just an instrument. So that vision, because of that vision, he understood, and then he starts, you know, then he took part in the real battle, which we all know. But that was only for a limited time to make him realize. And what is our vision? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or permanent, until our moksha, ultimate liberation. So just think what we got. We just need to learn to live it. Last Gurupurnima's theme was let's live Dada. Right? This Gurupurnima's theme is how to live Dada. Upyog. I shared in the morning that one of the Satsang Dadaji said, you got automatic switch in you, in everyone, right? Everyone has got an automatic switch. A t-shirt ma chhe na. Just need to switch it on, upyog button. Keep pressing that upyog button every now and then. Right? So that's what it is, yeah. It's nice. There are so many senior Mahatmas, I call senior Mahatmas. All these young ones, I call them senior Mahatmas. The younger they are, the more senior they are. Because at the young age, they are catching this. Understand? That's what Dada always used to say. If you follow this science at your young age, you have got lots of time in your life cycle, I mean in this life, to understand the science and to learn with the science, right? To love the science and to live the science. But if you get Gnan, say at the age of 60, then you already 2/3 of life is gone, right? So only have 20 years to catch up. But I'm so happy to see that this young generation, and I know all of you have got very busy lifestyles and situations, and you, all are, you got young families and everything, but yet you got this dedication. That is more important. That is more important. The young age, so you should, everybody do that. Thank you, file number 1. Say thank you, thank you. Yeah. So sometime you have to thank, and sometime you have to do both. That's how you deal with file number 1, right? Because if you keep doing this, then file number 1 say, oh wow. Even though it's in 0.1% upyog, the file will think, okay, I'm in upyog. Oh, wow. Dada, but no upyog. Right? So this and that, both. That Dadaji used to tell me. So this is what we need to, how to deal with our file number 1, Prakriti. Just like sometime you have to give lollipop, and sometime, in a different way, just different ways of dealing with Prakriti. And આપણને એમ લાગે, we might wonder that these youngsters do not understand whatever they're listening, the Satsang, Dada Satsang, and the Pad and all that. But there is a little story I can share, just 5 minutes. What happened in Mahavir Bhagwan's time, story of that time. So, the last Tirthankara in the current Chauvisi, Mahavir Bhagwan. So in those times there was one thief, right, who was very sharp and very smart thief. Like today's thief, yes, they are so smart digitally, you don't even know. Right? But he was very smart in those days. And nobody could catch him. So one of the king and his soldiers and this commander and all that, they thought how to catch this thief, right? So, but one day he gets caught. Nobody could catch him. One day he gets caught, but he doesn't admit it, that I am the one behind all this theft and robberies. He doesn't admit. So, and they can't prove it either, that he is the one who has done all this theft around in the kingdom. So just to make him admit, you know how sometimes cops use force? But those times, what they did, he said, he is very smart, he is not admitting, no matter how hard we try, so let's use a technique. He says, oh no, before that, sorry, I missed one most important part. So when his father was also a thief, and his son named Rohilia. Rohilia. He was thief as well, but he learned this technique from his dad. So his dad says, in that time Mahavir Bhagwan was, like giving blessings to everybody and giving diksha and moksha. So his father thought, if Rohilia learns this, he will take a diksha and he will lose this art of stealing. And right? So he says, give me one promise. You will never listen to Mahavir Bhagwan's that Deshna. Sermon they call it, sermon. Right? Never listen to Mahavir Bhagwan's sermon or any of the saints and, never listen to any of the sermons. So he said, okay, Dad, fine. So he wants to continue his legacy, right? His business. So he has to follow this rule. So one day Mahavir Bhagwan is in his deshna and explaining few disciples. And he happened to pass by where there was gathering with Mahavir Swami and all that. And one thorn, he stuck one of the thorns and got stuck in his feet. So his father says, whenever you go past, so that you don't listen to his sermon, so you do like this. So every day he used to go like this, every day. But one day there was a thorn and he just stepped on it and he got hurt. So, of course, if there is a thorn in your feet, you have to take your hands off your ears and then pluck it out. So he did that. And as soon as he removed his hand from his ears to remove that thorn from his feet, he heard just one sentence. That deities, they do not have any shadow. Dev lok hoy ne, deities. Deities. So deities.
Here the pronunciation.
Deities, right. They do not have any shadow. So while he was taking the thorn out of his feet, these words, he couldn't help, but he just knowingly, unknowingly, he heard, these words went inside. That deities do not have any shadows. So now when he got caught, all these kings, soldiers and all that, they decided, they had a committee, they decided, okay, let's do a drama. And we do such a drama that we are all the gods and goddesses moving around, and he thinks he's in a dream. And maybe in his dream, atmosphere or surrounding, he might admit. We will make him admit like that. So they create a stage like that. So first of all, he thinks it's real. And he thinks, all these gods and goddesses, deities moving around. So first he gets trapped and he thinks, it's real. And they're asking him and talking to him. And suddenly he sees the shadow while they were moving. He sees the shadow. And those words, he just remembers those words. The deities do not have any shadow. So first he really believed it is for real, but then he realized, this is something, this is a trap. These guys have created a stage to make me admit whatever I've done, right? So he understands there is a trap. So he doesn't say a word. And because he doesn't admit and they don't have any evidence, they let him go free. Right? So then he realizes, unknowingly those words, I listened to those words unknowingly, and that saved my life. So what will happen if I knowingly and with my pure bhav, if I listen to this Deshna and Mahavir Bhagwan's sermon? So he realizes that. And then he surrenders to Mahavir Bhagwan. So this is what's happening to young kids. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right? All these senior Mahatmas are here, but everything is going inside. Knowingly or unknowingly, it gets registered inside. And one day, when the time will come, it will sprout. So, not a single word. Gnani Purush's Deshna, Dadaji's Satsang, not a single word goes away. You understand? Dadaji explained in one of his Satsang that Tirthankar Bhagwan's Deshna, you know what Lord Krishna Bhagwan said? In 5,000 years ago, in Gita Ji, right? That dialogue with Arjun. Same thing, we have dialogues with. So see, learn, appreciate, gratitude. We have so much gratitude for dialogues with Arjun, but no gratitude for Dadaji, dialogues with Dadaji. Right? So what is it, a different Gnan, Gita Gnan, Nimesh ji? And this one, same knowledge, same light, but different time cycle. So that knowledge won't fit in today's time cycle because our mind, speech and body assemblies are not such to digest that type of. If Krishna Bhagwan comes and today he gives Gitaji's like Updesh like this, nobody would take it. Nobody would even understand. Right? No capacity. Even to read Gita and to comprehend it, it takes a lot of effort. Right? But dialogues with Dadaji is so simple. Touching. Just straight goes inside. Heart. Goes here, but works. It goes in, but works here. Or intellect. Right? So intellect શું થાય? Balance આવે. Positive થાય. Our intellects. એટલે આવી રીતે. એટલે sometimes we wonder that kids are coming here and what do they learn? But this is what's happening. So I just wanted to share this story. You understand? Overthinking, yeah. Yeah. Well, if we can remain like a kid, that's the wonderful way of learning, to be honest, I tell you. Because they are open to learning, right? But as we grow older, we develop some sort of, not bias, but our learning attitude slowly disappears, right? And we, knowingly and unknowingly, we go in the teaching mode. Even when we talk, even we have conversation with other Mahatmas or our relatives, knowingly, unknowingly, we go in the teaching mode. And even when someone doesn't want any advice, but it happens. Right? So, but if we remain open to learning, that's the best way to do it, Yeah. But intellect doesn't matter, Nimeshji. If you want to know in depth the science, nothing wrong in it. But that depth will automatically follow if you have depth in the upyog. Do you understand? I always thought this Gunsthan. What is Gunsthan? Right? And today, while I was sharing that, it naturally occurred to me, what is Gunsthan? Gunsthan is a word in Jainism where you develop different stages in your spiritual development. It's called different Gunsthans. Gunthano. But Pranabi will explain later on sometime, not today, but Gunsthan. I have no knowledge about it at all. Because I haven't read any of the Jain scriptures or anything. And once I tried to read, and Dadaji did such a big operation, and that was the biggest operation of my lifetime. Right? I tried to read Srimad Rajchandraji's one of the book, and I couldn't understand one of the sutra, one of the sutra. And I went to Dada Bhagwan, Mota Dadashi. And he did a big operation. I still remember today. And when I remember that, that's the time. That's my time to be one with him. And so that one question, that you don't want to become Shuddhatma, like that. Do you want to become Shuddhatma or not? I had Gnani and everything, but do you want to become Shuddhatma or not? You don't have any desire to become a Shuddhatma. like that. Yeah? You don't have any conviction to become a Shuddhatma. That kind of thing. So whenever I remember that question, so it just, sometimes I literally start, the tears just come out. And sometimes it wakes me up and makes me more stronger. Right? So things like that. So depth in upyog will automatically follow. So this gun sthan. So I thought gun plus sthan, right? And what is, so I thought we were discussing about the to know and to see, darshan gun and jnana gun, right? So I thought, okay, this is gun sthan. Darshan gun and jnana gun, knowing and seeing qualities. When that part is stabilized, sthan means there is a place which you cannot move. It's fixed. Right? Sthan. Right? જે રીતે આપણે ઘરમાં રહીએ, that is our રહેવાનું સ્થાન કહેવાય. Okay? સ્થાન means શું કહેવાય આપણે? Anchored. This building is anchored, right? So this is a sthan where we can get together and enjoy the facility. So our sthan is the upyog. So if we remain in a firm upyog, pure upyog, then that knowing and seeing qualities will be anchored. Slowly it will be centered. So that is Gunsthan. So our vision will become more clearer, purer, and broader, and that oneness we'll experience. So I never had this understanding, and I was surprised, Bhavesh Bhai, where did this come from? While I was reading from the book. And I read it 10 times before, the same chapter, and it never occurred. But today it did. So that's what I'm trying to explain. It will happen to the kids as well. Time will come, and suddenly it will sprout. But we do not have to worry about when. It has sinked in, that's what counts. You understand? Knowingly or unknowingly, it has sinked in. And one day it will work. So that was, okay.
Jai Satchidanand.
Ambika ji.
Yeah.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yesterday you referred to revolution, right?
Sorry?
Yesterday you referred to revolution.
Revolution.
Right? Revolution. So,
and resolutions as well.
Yes. So I couldn't understand what exactly is revolution.
Okay. You know, nakkipanu, આપણું nakkipanu, you know, we have to just keep on make a firm resolve that I want to stay in upyog, I want to stay in agnya. Firm resolve. That is called nakkipanu in Gujarati. આપણે નક્કી કરીએ ને, even in relative, આપણા લાઈફમાં આપણે નક્કી કરીએ કે મારે આટલું કરવું જ છે, મનન, right? In your business, you decide, I want to do this, right? And then you put your efforts toward it, right? So same thing in the Jnana. So our firm resolve that I want to stay in upyog, in a firm upyog. That's called, એને મેં resolutionનું એ સેન્સમાં લીધું હતું. Resolutions is not our New Year resolutions, which sometimes never, only stays there for a day and then until the New Year comes.
Revolve.
That's me.
Right?
Huh?
Yeah.
So my New Year resolution starts that day and it follows me in the next year. So yeah, resolutions. So the more revolutions you have,
I was going.
More revolutions in upyog you have,
Okay.
so your resolve will become stronger. Your resolve will benefit from those revolutions of upyog. So that's why I said if you can't remain in a firm upyog every minute of the day, doesn't matter. If you can see yourself that you could not stay in the upyog, say 50 times you saw yourself that you were not in the upyog, that's a good sign. If you see 100 times yourself that you're not in the upyog, that's an even better sign, I would say. Huh? Yeah, that's exactly, I was just coming to that. You are seeing yourself that you are not in upyog, itself is a upyog. Because who sees that? Who sees file number 1? Upyog, right? That's what it is. So that's called revolutions. Do you understand? એટલે ઉપયોગના revolutions વધતા જશે. That means 200 times you reset your upyog and restart it. So reset and restart. We all do it every day, reset and restart, but we just remember this to come back to it. I was surprised that reset was even in today's satsang. Dadaji has mentioned, I didn't read that. And even though I read it, I couldn't remember it. But this reset I learned from somewhere else, and exactly the same thing was covered today in Dada, and exactly about the upyog. He says, do a reset, do pratikaman, and come back and restart. Right? So reset and restart, all of us doing the same thing. Bhavesh bhai, એવું નહીં કે ભાવેશભાઈને કરવાનું નથી. No. I am the same, just like you, one of you. Okay? But everyone has different depth in the upyog, different frequency, the reset and restart, right? And some Mahatmas looking for that frequency. So it depends, right? So does that answer your question, Ambikaji? Ambikaji is a very dedicated Mahatma. Yeah. Although she doesn't understand Gujarati, but she will attend the whole Gujarati satsang. Actually, we got 25 minutes. So we'll have a quick short break. We'll have a short break, and we will listen to.
How much is needed there?
Huh? Okay. Satsang started, huh? Dada, is satsang started?
So your slot was.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay.
Please ask.
No, bol.
Yes.
Live in present.
I think my voice is loud.
No, but the recording happened.
Live in present.
Yes, his
So
chit
Dada-
is in the present.
Yeah.
And so he is beyond time. This is the English
No,
translation.
not yet. No.
Or time doesn't exist?
Dada's live in present and upyog was kshanvarti. You can call it moment to moment. Momentous.
Okay.
Kshanvarti. Kshan means moment. So his upyog was momentous. These are not my words, these are Dada's words. Okay. And Tirthankar Bhagwan's absolute beings, their upyog is beyond time.
Is beyond
Keval
time.
Jnana.
Okay.
So that is called Samayvarti. Samayvarti upyog. And this is called Kshanvarti. So Gnani Purush has Kshanvarti, means momentous. And we got Avasthavarti upyog. At the most you can reach there. Avasthavarti. Means at happening level. Different, it's happening level.
So my follow-up question is, if your chit is on the task at present,
Yeah.
how can you be observing yourself?
Yeah, because you're observing, I forgot your name.
Lalita.
Lalitaji. Because you are focusing, your upyog is there, and you are observing that upyog, that how Lalitaji is doing that work. You are observing Lalitaji is doing it, not you are doing it. So that's called relative upyog and your real upyog behind it.
So real upyog
Because you are an
exists at the same
instrument.
time as relative upyog, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, so if your relative upyog is in the like an instrument, and its instrumentality is playing through the vyavahar, playing out it through the vyavahar, then it's an upyog. But as long as Lalitaji is there in that doing part, that upyog is a little bit lacking part.
Okay.
So, pure instrument.
So explain that Tirthankars beyond time, that Samayvarti, please.
So it's very hard for me to explain, but Pranabhai will explain that. I will have to take your leave. I'll have to take your leave. Right? Yeah, but that's Samayvarti, it's, see, Avastha means Utpadhyaya, it will take long. It will take long. It's Utpadhyaya and Dhruv, right? And the time thing is even beyond that. Utpadhyaya and Dhruv, everything happening at the same time. There is no 1, 2, 3 altogether. I mean, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain in English. But yeah, Pranabhai will try to explain you. I will take your leave because after that satsang, I have to do a follow-up satsang on that. So I will have to listen to that. Yeah, so I have missed that part, but I will catch up on the next clip. Yeah. Jai Satchidanand and all the youngis, all the seniors. I am really grateful for all you. All of you have come here and made a tremendous contribution, and all these youngsters, very good job, very good service. Yeah. And thank you for your time. Right? Thank you for Dada time for yourself. Yeah, Dada is beyond time, but for yourself. This Gurupurnima Parva is very important. It's not just coming, get together, spend 2-3 days together. Of course, we enjoy meeting other Mahatmas and kids enjoy meeting other kids. But the real thing is your dedication for yourself. That gets stronger and stronger by remaining in the right type of crowd. Not my kind of crowd, but the ideal type of crowd, right? Where Dada is live with utmost humility and surrender state, you know. So that is the importance of Gurupurnima. So that's why we get together and we become instrumental in supporting each other's stand, commitment, appreciating each other's, upyog and Mahatma state, everything. It's all about appreciation. And all of us together become Dada's cause. Because we learn to live for ourselves. Forget about others. First we need to learn to live for ourselves. And that is called seva. Dadaji said that is seva. Right? If you can help yourself, right? And you become an instrument for yourself, for your own spiritual upliftment, that is called seva. Yeah. So Pranabhi has gone to check. Jonathan, we learn dedication from these guys, right? He's from Germany and he's from Ireland, right? He just recognized Dada, he looked in eye-to-eye contact with Dada and he recognized, this is my God, this is what I was looking for, right? But it didn't come overnight, no. He must be searching for so many lives. He could be searching for those eyes for so many lives, and today the nature provided that opportunity. And he happened to meet Dada, and he happened to be the last billionaire as well. So that's how it happens, right? That's how it happens. Yeah. So we got great examples. Yeah. Chris, do you want to share something? you quickly, and then Jonathan will share something. Yeah.
Jai Satchidanand Mahatmas. I was just reflecting, it's been now 5-6 years that I received this Gnan, and I was thinking, what do you do after 5-6 years, yeah? Where are you at? And 5 years you just maybe finished kindergarten and you approach elementary school shortly. So that is a very humbling thing for me also to know that I'm also just learning, and I'm just 5 years old kind of, yeah. So it's a lot to learn still. One thing I guess that helped me a lot is, even reaching Dada, is to just trust this intuition and following my heart in a way, and for the first part of trusting it, I always thought it's me who is doing this. Yeah, it's like the ego comes through and is like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm following, I'm having access to something that is guiding. But now I think differently, right? It's more that I feel when you're intuition, it's like you are in guidance. You're like in it, right? You can be in grace or out of grace, but it's not that you make it. So being intuition is like being in that guidance. And then we know tuition. Tuition is like you're getting teaching, right? You're getting instructions. So when I met Dada and we were in the car to the airport, he was telling me before he's going anywhere, he's always asking the divine guiding powers to give permission to go anywhere. He's always asking this. And he made this example like as if the child is asking, Mama, Papa, I'm going somewhere, yeah? And they're like, okay, you go, you know? So in a very beginner way, like tying my intuition to this, there's something guiding me, and I just trust this is, with my highest self-interest, has been very beneficial. And I remember last year after Gurupurnima, I had some relative questions in life, because I think we all have them, like, especially those like where to live, what to work, who to choose as a life partner. Luckily the last one I have settled. But the first two, yeah, they're somewhat tricky. And I remember that it was a step of going into corporate and taking a job in the corporate world, and I was not sure, should I do this, should I not do this? Big life decision, you know. So again, I surrendered this and asked, please let me be in this guidance, yeah, like, come through. And I noticed that whenever I surrender and give this up, then nature always helps, right? Nature really provides. And I wanted to share this story because then last year in Atlanta at Gurupurnima, I still had doubts. They come, right? They come. So I was even thinking, should I ask Bhavishbhai what to do? And then I was like, no, it's some relative question. Yeah, I don't want to bother his precious time with stuff like that. And with this in mind, I sit at this Gurupurnima and I write my name in the list of volunteers. And I was applying back then at Allianz Insurance to work for them in the corporate world. So I write my name and I take this pen, and it's a pen with a big golden logo of Allianz Insurance. And it was in the temple, you know, so in the middle of Atlanta. So this happened to me many times, this science, you know, these miracles kind of. And in that moment I knew, of course, I go there, you know, it was doubtless. So just wanted to share this little story. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I honestly don't have much to share since yesterday, but I just want to say Jai Satchidanand, and I'm grateful for you, Chris, and yeah, for all that you've taught me, and yeah, just thank you all. I was just there when you were getting the group photo, and I was thinking how many people are here. I don't know how many hundreds or 1,000 or whatever, but I was like also thinking where are you usually in life where there's such a big group of people, but everyone's just getting along and joyful and happy. And I was just like, you know, that size of a crowd, like you don't usually see these things happening. And yeah, it was just beautiful. And just before I was stopping the video, then yeah, that gentleman over there, I forgot your name, but he just jumps in and it's like, hey, yes, yeah, you. And I was just like, that's exactly what this experience has been, you know. And just personally as well, just coming here as well, like never once in the last few days or whatever have I felt like an outsider or anything like that. It's just like this family just been like, yeah, hello, Jai Satchidanand, welcome, you know. And I think that says a lot about Dada and this science. And yeah, I'm just grateful, guys. So thank you very much. Jai Satchidanand.
Apne Nikhil bhai? Yes. With your permission, can we have 2-minute prayers for Mom? Yes? Sheetal ben? એટલે આપણે શું કરવું 2 minutes બધા ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલી કરે એવું રાખ્યું So okay, so most of you know Mahatma Kirtiben, most of you, right? Nikhil bhai's mom. Huh?
શુદ્ધાત્મા પ્રત્યે નમો વિતરાગાય નમો અરિહંતાણમ નમો સિદ્ધાણમ નમો આયરિયાણમ નમો વજ્જાયાણમ નમો લોય સવસાહુણમ ऐसो पंचणमुक्कारो सव्वपावपणासनो मंगलाणं च सवेसिं परमं हवै मंगलम् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमः शिवाय जय सच्चिदानंद
This prayer I am saying in Gujarati, so everybody can either listen to it or you can follow after it. हे अंतर्यामी श्री सिमंदर स्वामी अरिहंत परमात्मा, हे अंतर्यामी श्री कृष्ण भगवान नारायण स्वरूप परमात्मा, हे अंतर्यामी श्री शिव कल्याण स्वरूप परमात्मा, हे अंतर्यामी श्री दादा भगवान वितराग परमात्मा, हे अंतर्यामी श्री कनु दादाजी वितराग परमात्मा, हे सर्व रक्षक देवी देवताओं, सद्गत महात्मा पूज्य कीर्तिबेन अमीन ना शुद्धात्मा प्रतिष्ठित आत्मा જ્યાં પણ હોય ત્યાં સુખ અને શાંતિને પામે. સદગત કીર્તિબેન અમીનને મોક્ષ પ્રાપ્તિ માટેના તેમના મોક્ષ પ્રાપ્તિ પ્રયાણમાં જરૂરી સહાયક સંજોગો અને નિમિત્તોનું દિવ્યાતિ દિવ્ય अनुसंधान प्राप्त रहे તેવી કૃપા વર્ષાવશો. તેઓ શ્રીની મોક્ષ યાત્રા નિર્વિઘ્નપણે નિરંતરાયપણે જગત કલ્યાણની પરમોત્કૃષ્ટ ભાવના થકી જગત કલ્યાણની પરમોત્કૃષ્ટ ભાવના નિરંતરાય વહી રહે, નિમિત્ત ભાવે વહી રહે. એવી આમ સૌ મહાત્માઓની હૃદયપૂર્વકની પ્રાર્થના આપ સ્વીકારશો અને કૃપા આશીર્વાદ વરસાવશો. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ. Now whoever has met Kirtiben or know Kirtiben, or you can visualize if you have seen her, then we just say 5 sentences for her. So you have to visualize Dada in Kirtiben, and you say, Aap Anant Gnan Vara Eva Shuddhatma Cho. Right? So I will, yeah. So Aap Anant Gnan Vara Eva Shuddhatma Cho. आप अनंत दर्शन वाला एवा शुद्धात्मा छो. आप अनंत शक्ति वाला एवा शुद्धात्मा छो. आप अनंत सुखना धाम छो. आप अनंत सुखधाम एवा शुद्धात्मा छो. મોક્ષ જતા વિઘ્નો અનેક પ્રકારના હોવાથી તેની સામે આપ અનંત શક્તિવાળા એવા શુદ્ધાત્મા છો. મોહની અનેક પ્રકારની હોવાથી તેની સામે आप अनंत सुखधाम एवा शुद्धात्मा छो. आप अव्याबाद स्वरूप छो. आप अव्याबाद स्वरूप एवा शुद्धात्मा छो. आप दादा भगवान जेवा शुद्धात्मा छो. दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो. दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो. दादा भगवान ना असीम जय जयकार हो. जय सच्चिदानंद. जय सच्चिदानंद. जय सच्चिदानंद. અહીંયા આપણે જ્યારે બોલીએ દાદા ભગવાનનો અસીમ જય જયકાર હો, તો આપણે આ જે ગુણો સિદ્ધ સ્તુત ગુણો બોલ્યા કીર્તિબેન માટે, એવી રીતે એમની અંદર દાદા ભગવાનનો અસીમ જય જયકાર હો થાય. એટલે આ બધા ગુણો આપણે જે બોલ્યા ને હમણાં એ એમનામાં ખુલ્લા થાય. બરાબર? એટલે આપણે એવી રીતે વિઝ્યુઅલાઇઝ કરવાનું હોય. કોઈની પણ માટે આપણે પ્રેયર્સ કરીએ ને આવી રીતે વિઝ્યુઅલ. ચાલો, કેન આઈ ટેક યોર લીવ મહાત્માસ?
Yes.
I need to join on the